car seats I need the car seats in the car installed, the car seats there, and the kids sitting in them, so that I can go to my mom's. You got that?
Yeah. Yes. Yep.
Great.
Did you know Claire was just here?
Unless I arrive to find our children in the new car seats, in your car, ready to go. Not only will I unleash verbal assaults on you like you have never seen, but you will be accompanying us to my mother's family. Let the game begin!
Are you kidding me? You couldn't even get them in there. He asked you for one thing. One thing! You can't do anything. So anything that I tell you to do. Do you know that I worked all day? What the fuck were you doing all day? Nothing. Nothing. Laying on the couch. That's what you were doing. You couldn't even get at the car seats in the car. Why couldn't you get the car seats in the car?
But anyway, don't make such jokes.
I'm not joking.
Do you mean to tell me that after everything that we went through to come to America, you're just going to go back? What? To do what? Do you know how to fight? No. Have you ever held a gun? No, you're just going to be a big hero. Go back, get yourself killed. Well, your child grows up without a father?
Listen to me, Luba.
No, you stop this nonsense. You're not going anywhere. Ты сейчас блузку сиха.
Luba, будь ласка.
Люба, будь ласка. You, будь ласка. You, будь ласка.
Calm down.
Calm down. Those could be the last words you ever say to me.
Beautiful. The red is shining bright. We have some beautiful women here. Red is a power color. Black is a power color. So we have one man who is so blessed to be with all these great looking women.
I am blessed. I am blessed.
So welcome everybody. We're going to introduce in a minute. But first of all, it is National Ding-a-Ling Day.
That came out so wrong.
But it is. It's National Ding-a-Ling Day, okay?
What do we do to celebrate it?
Well, it could be, doing a lot of things that are ding-a-ling, It's also National Gingerbread House Day. So you can make a little gingerbread house at home. They only charge $7 for those kits in the stores. It's National Ambrosia Day, which is a delicious whipped cream, fruit, and coconut dish, which you could make tonight for dessert. And it's National Poinsettia Day. And I was lucky enough to get a poinsettia last night from Jerry Ferretti, the filmmaker. And so I have my poinsettia already. But I noticed in the food stores, they have these mini poinsettias if you don't have a lot of space. And I had a little one, so now I have a big one and a little one. So that's what today is. We talk about what the National Day is on the show all the time. Because most people don't know about them. Did you know any of that?
I did not.
Did you, Mirella?
I think I heard of gingerbread this morning on the radio.
Oh, okay. So you already heard about it. Okay.
Just the gingerbread.
So today is a great day. I'm saying hi to my partner, Greg, over in... he's not in today. He's out in the field.
We miss you.
We miss you, Greg. And we are missing you very much. We had a little confusion today with our set, but everything's just dandy now. So welcome to everybody again. And I would like to introduce the lady first, Natasha Landow, who was on the movie that you just saw. And this is Natasha. Welcome.
Thank you.
And the first movie you saw was Going Back. Oh, no, Sword Day.
Sword, yeah.
Sword. I don't even know how to say it. Sword. What is that movie about?
So it was directed by TJ Kiss. It was our first collaboration together. And it's a movie about a wife who's just had it with her husband. He doesn't help out. He's lazy. And I'm sure that this sounds familiar to nobody ever. But TJ, we had actually never met before we did that movie together.
Get out.
We had been watching each other's work on Facebook. We we knew a lot of people in the acting community in common, and he called me up and he said, I'd like you to play the lead in this and really go for it with everything that you would feel towards this husband.
Really?
And it's actually a spoof on the Saw movies, but he told me no violence. So,
So what is
I could
the
only
Saw
yell.
movie? Is somebody's head get sawed off?
So the old movie Saw, yes, there's a lot of
dangerous.
violence in those films. So if you hear the music in TJ's movie Sawed, he wanted to reminisce a little on that, but it's a high comedy short, and I was playing Amanda, and I had just had it, and I threatened my husband that if he doesn't get the kids' car seats in the car like he promised me he would, which he of course forgot and neglected to do, that he has to join me to visit my mother for the weekend. And that was the ultimate punishment. He has to spend the whole weekend with his mother-in-law.
Hysterical.
Nice trade-off.
It was a lot of fun.
And that is about a real life kind of thing. And that's really what these independent films turn into. Real life situations that become popular
Ain't that the truth?
in an independent film.
True, because everyone can relate.
Yes. And so that must have been a lot of fun for you too. No?
It was a lot of fun, and Johnny Scala played my husband. We also just met for the first time, so I told him I'm sorry for all the yelling that I need to do at you right now. We were a little worried about the neighbors as well, because there's a scene there where we're just yelling outside. Well, I'm yelling outside. He's just scared. But yes, it was supposed to be cathartic for all those wives and moms out there who probably wanted to live through my character. So it was a lot of fun to do.
Very nice. So then we saw another clip, and it was called Going Back.
Yes. So after TJ and I worked together, I had started writing my own content. And I started writing explorations of different characters. So I had written one script about a detective that's interrogating a cocky suspect in the case of a missing woman. And I had written another one about a doctor that has to tell a patient that she's been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. I mean, there were a lot of different characters that I was exploring, but this one, which I had titled Going Back, is very personal to me because it's about a Ukrainian couple that is living in the States now, in New York, and the wife is pregnant. And the war, of course, is happening with Russia, and the husband tells the wife he wants to go back, and he wants to fight in the war because he feels a loyalty to their motherland, and he can't just sit here while all of this is going on. And of course, this is a shock for the wife. You know, they're building this life together. She's pregnant. She's terrified of this happening. And since I'm Ukrainian, I have a lot of Ukrainian friends. This is actually something that happened to a couple I know. This is a story that is based on them and what they were going through. And I wanted to bring it to life here. So I had asked TJ to help me direct and film all of these different
and
scenes,
you really wrote
including
them.
that one. Yeah, so we worked on 7 of these mini projects together.
So you're considered a creator, or what is that called? Author of...
Yeah, I write my own content. I'd like to in the future I have some ideas, especially about my own Ukrainian refugee experience that I want to turn into something feature length in the future. But cool. I'm not ready to do that quite yet.
Well,
so I started with these shorts.
Now that you've been here and you've seen our little spot, you know, a lot of people rent this for different things when they need for movies and things like that. But we also, at the Breakfast Club, have a trail of people that want to be in background. So if you ever need anyone, you call us. We're like an Angie's List for everything. Only we're not Angie.
No, that's absolutely true.
We're not Angie. When we say yes, we show up. It's a lot
Valentina's List.
Yes.
Valentina's List.
Valentine's List or Angie's List? Valentina's.
Right.
Valentina's List.
So now,
that's better.
Yeah, and Stephanie, this is Stephanie Carlino. She's my co-founder of the club. And how many you were in? A few, and they rented your house too.
Yeah, they did.
Wow.
So it's funny how we all have some kind of a link connection, and we may need a beauty parlor soon because you know, this is the thing, and this is how people meet people, and then they get business from it. So that's how the community works here. We have a beautiful woman here, Mirella Selimovich. Did I say it right?
Selimovich.
Oh, Selimovich. And you are from?
I'm from Beauty Bar, Long Island.
But what country?
I'm originally from Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Wow.
Yeah,
And the beauty, I mean, the hair, the makeup, you look fabulous.
Thank you.
And how did we meet? We met because I just showed up.
Yes.
And that's what I do.
It's
I
meant
just
to be.
get up, get dressed, and show up wherever. That's
That's
how I do my
networking, baby.
work.
That's
Yes.
networking. Yeah.
So I showed up, and the place was a little, getting all kinds of work done. And I'm knocking on the window to get in. And, that's how I find new places. And they let me in, and you were doing a lot of work.
Yes.
And I needed to, pay. So I'm like, can I use your bathroom, please? And they let me, but it wasn't ready. So I used the little bathroom, which was very tiny. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do it here. But I did. And basically, we became friendly. And she's opening up a beautiful, beautiful place. The grand opening is Thursday morning at 11. It's in New Hyde Park. Everybody's welcome. We're going to have food. We're going to have a lot of things going on with hair, and the place is gorgeous. Eventually, you're going to have what there? Let's talk about what you're going to be doing.
We're going to basically be doing hair there, everything when it comes to the hair, highlights, color, cutting, styling, makeup, body contouring, lashes, skincare, a lot.
And then
we'll be doing.
We were just talking about lips because these girls all have such beautiful lips, and I don't. I got little lips.
And I work with one of the doctors who comes to my other place that I own in Astoria, Diva Lux Med Spa, and he does injectables, either fillers or Botox, and we're gonna be doing that once a month here in New Hyde Park.
So they only the fillers only go in your lips, or do they go in your under your eyes?
Cheeks. They can go in your lips.
What does it do for your cheeks? Make them bigger?
Make them a little bit, plumpier.
Plumpier? I don't need plumpier.
I'm thinking I don't have that either. Help me,
God, no. They could do something for your bands, baby. But I got enough, that's for sure.
Yeah, they do nails too, I'm assuming. So
Yeah, you're going to do nails?
Nails and hair and lashes and body contouring. Everything.
And she's right on Jericho Turnpike, on the corner of Covert Avenue.
700 Jericho Turnpike, New Hyde Park.
And it is so pretty in there. And you have music playing.
Yes, we do.
It's like going into this fancy schmancy beautification day.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely.
Not too far from the UBS Arena, because that's
right
there.
Right
it's literally right there.
Right there.
So everybody's invited to come to the grand opening. We'll be there at 11 on Thursday.
Yes.
And I'll be there, and a lot of the members from the club are coming. And it's going to be great. And she has all kinds of things going on. I mean, are the nail ladies ready yet? Are they come in
We're
yet?
getting ready, yeah.
Really? So
Body
you really got
contouring
it.
all set up.
That's
You got
cool.
it done in like 3 weeks. I only met you 3 weeks ago.
I work hard.
Dynamo, for sure.
Wow.
And this is my third business.
What was your
Really?
first business?
Lashes. My lash
Oh.
bar, which is very popular place. We have over 30,000 followers on Instagram.
Really?
Place in Astoria, Queens.
Wow.
And then I
Well,
have a Diva Lux Med Spa in Astoria as well. So this is my third business.
wow.
I'm the only solo owner for all three businesses, and I do a lot of things on my own for my businesses. So
Med Spa is still around then.
still, yes.
So now Susan, one of our workers, she's you see her running around.
Mm-hmm.
She did lashes when no one knew how on the movie stores.
Wow. That's
How many years
amazing.
ago, Susan? The Lord,
From 79 up to
1979.
Wow. Yeah.
Who was one famous person? I know you told me that you always did.
Jacqueline Smith, Farrah Fawcett.
Wow.
Jacqueline
Oh, wow.
Angels.
Charlie's
Wow.
Angels.
So their lashes was because of Susan back in the day.
And
Oh, wow.
things. I have 8 remaining girls working.
Wow.
That was then.
Wow.
Yeah. Now
That's
she's here
amazing.
because she loves it.
That's amazing.
No, but she retired from
Lashes
that.
are very popular.
Now lashes.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has lashes.
Everybody gets lashes.
See, I don't either. I don't have lashes either.
Very
My
popular.
if I got lashes, my sister and my they go crazy. Why did you do that?
I don't know. I would do it, I think.
Yeah.
You can do natural. You can do.
I would need
single
natural
pieces,
because I
something
wouldn't
very
tell
natural.
anybody. I'd just say they're mine.
Yeah, you don't have to go, full and fluffy. You can just do natural.
Years ago, they did it when we were in college. They put the false eyelashes
Yeah.
on. And I tried it. Remember when Mary Quant was she the one, the Twiggy that had the big, then you'd paint the lines down here?
Yes.
And I remember putting the eyelashes on, and I just was like this all day. I couldn't. I don't know whether it was
Are you going to have facials too?
Yes, we're gonna have.
Oh, that's
facials
what
as
I
well.
want to have done.
Yes.
Maybe I'll have that done.
Massages, facials, lashes. Yeah. So, as you had seen, it's a big space.
I
so
know, but
we
I
have
can't
much
believe
to
you're
do.
going to do that much.
Yeah.
Facials is great because you put all that. What is it, like a mud thing on your face?
You know, you could do anything.
put,
Yes.
put the cucumbers on your eyes
Chocolate.
and everything.
Just lay back.
Just lay back.
He's coming.
Who would waste chocolate on
Well,
your face?
listen, men have skin.
Yes,
Who
in
would
the
waste
story, I do
chocolate
have
on your
a lot
face?
of clients, male clients that come in for facials.
Right. And
A
so
lot of
this
them.
one's coming on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
God,
You just signed yourself up.
God willing, let's, well,
Well,
yeah.
well, it
Well,
depends.
she says yes to everything, this one. Now. I must
I
have
say
given
God
her
willing
seven.
to everything. I say God willing
I
to
gave her
everything.
7 invitations. She goes, okay, I'm coming. Okay, I'm coming.
I say God willing to everything.
Well,
so.
that's a good attitude.
Yeah.
Very good attitude. So this is like your third business. So is it like your third dream to have just keep going further and further in the beauty
Yes,
business?
I hope this is gonna be last one, but you never know. When I see something that I like and something that I would like to have, hopefully it's gonna be my last.
Well,
But
where are you moving to? The new place? New Hyde Park is a beautiful
I
town.
love New Hyde Park, and I live it takes me less than 10 minutes from my house to get.
Yeah,
to,
well, you're in Belrose, so
yes, to get to New Hyde
She
Park.
was
grew up
born
in
in
Belrose. Yeah,
Belrose.
she was
I was-
born in Belrose.
I didn't grow up there. I was
Yeah,
born
she
in
was born
Belrose.
there.
Yeah, so it's very close to home. When I have to go to Astoria, you never know. You can be stuck in traffic. It might take you over an hour. You can get there in 25, 30
Yes,
minutes.
yeah. So
it
traffic is
really-
a big
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
But here, from my house, it takes me less than 10 minutes. I'm there.
Yeah, that's great. Now, where do you live, Natasha?
I'm in Merrick.
Oh, so you're
Merrick.
close by
Yeah.
too.
She's close by
You're-
too.
We're neighbors.
Yeah.
We're neighbors. We're in East Meadow.
We're in East Meadow, so
Common
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody lives very close too. It's unbelievable, really.
We're all neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's nice. That's how you
We
find
literally got
your
here in 7
community of
minutes.
people that you end up working with.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
We got here in
Yeah.
7 minutes,
And
literally.
and really this club and this show is all about people helping people. And I was explaining to Mirella that, she came from Queens where everybody's walking. And this is different here. So you have to walk and go here and go there and go meet people. And you're actually coming to my book party on
Yes,
the 21st.
I am. I'm looking forward
And you're all
to
invited
it.
to the Christmas party that's going to be here. We're going to have a lot going on, and then once the Christmas party happens, we shut down till New Year's. Unless I get a huge sponsor, I'll come in.
But the Christmas
Sponsors
party is
are always
always
good.
a lot of fun. There's a lot of
Yeah.
we bring champagne and there's
Yes.
food and it's always very festive environment. It's a lot of fun.
And
Thank you for the
Stephanie and Bill, they do the bar for the
Bill is the
Christmas party.
bartender.
And they make this
nice.
champagne to die for. And actually,
Champagne punch.
Susan made something new too. So we're going to have 2 types of champagne. Because the one thing we do at the Christmas party is we drink, we have fun. There's a ton of people here. Everybody doesn't get on the stage because it's impossible. But everybody helps everybody and you network. And we have a little raffle and we're collecting this year for seniors little items like cream.
I brought some.
Yeah, when you
Oh,
get
wow.
to the hotel and you get those little
Yeah.
items, we're collecting them because the seniors don't really get much. And these are people that are not well off. So we're giving them that. After the Christmas party, when we gather everything together, we'll be going to an assisted living and delivering it.
Oh,
That's
wow.
really
Great.
nice.
Yeah, well, we tried it. Last year we did the toys. But, it's hard because the toys take up a lot of space and it's heavy carrying and I can't do it. And Greg is not around right now, so for me to do it alone is too much. So I got smarter this year and we're only going to be having these little
bags,
items.
which is perfect.
Yeah.
Bring them in a
I
basket.
love doing
and-
charity. I love doing a lot of charity outreach and stuff like that because I'm a member of the Long Island Rough Riders. I don't know if you.
Oh, so what is that? Is that a
Yeah.
motorcycle?
No,
It's motorcycles, cars, trucks, and kennel too, like kennel club,
Kennel?
like for dogs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this
yeah.
this is my friend Vinny Di Benedetto.
Also known as Vinny the Guido.
Vinny the Guido.
But what about the broccoli? Where does that come in?
I want to know about the broccoli.
It's funny. It's actually a nickname that was given to me by friends because they call me the Broccoli Man because I am very blunt and honest, and I say things that people don't like, but they need to hear it, you know?
And do they
it's
get
kind of like
mad?
broccoli. You know, broccoli's good for you, but it doesn't necessarily taste good unless you add stuff to it. So, you know, it's, you have raw broccoli? Yeah, that doesn't taste very good. So, you know, my friends call me the broccoli man because I say things people don't like, but it's good for them. So.
That's funny.
Everybody needs a friend like that.
That's a nickname, yeah, but, stage name is Vinny the Guido, V.T.G. also. But like I said, I'm a member of the Long Island Rough Riders. We do a lot of charity outreach. We do a lot, you know, we, like during school, like right before school starts, we'll do like a school supply drive and stuff and then we hand it out to the community.
That's very nice.
We, you know, like during Thanksgiving, we'll go to the homeless shelter. We'll hand out food to the homeless people at the shelters and stuff like that. Holiday time, we collect, we do a toy drive, we do a lot of, you know, collect a lot of gifts, and then we hand them out.
That's really nice that you're that involved.
You know, yeah.
And this is your lovely wife?
This is my wifey.
Zainab
Ali.
Yeah.
So what nationality are you? I know he's Italian.
Pakistani American.
Pakistani American.
Actually, I'm 100% Irish.
Get the hell out.
No, I'm just kidding. This should have sort of looks I got. They were like, he is?
It would be a shock for sure.
No, I'm just kidding.
So now, what do you do? I mean, I saw everything you do, but
Yeah.
what is it that you do? You're a DJ?
No. I'm a former stand-up comedian. I don't do that anymore since the world's become politically correct and everybody gets butthurt these days. So, you know, got to be careful in what I say and what I do because people might get offended, you know. So I decided to not do that anymore. I still do acting. I do pro wrestling every now and then.
You just put it on, or you actually?
No, I'm a bad guy manager for the bad guy wrestlers. So I'm like a heel in the layman in wrestling term. I'm a heel, which is a bad guy.
Okay.
Face would be good guy. So I am a heel. Usually I'm like a heel manager, but lately I've been doing a lot of color commentary, so I don't have to take any bumps.
What is that? Color commentary.
It's basically the you know, the guys behind a desk that call the matches and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where are these matches held on Long Island?
We just recently did a show in Jamaica, Queens at Hall of Fame Studios.
Okay.
It's kind of like a studio show. Like they set this ring in this small studio, but they, you know, people go there and they have a good time or whatever. We just did a show for one Division Pro. That's you know. So it's AmaniLabels.com/1DP for One Division Pro. We just did a show there, and basically One Division Pro is basically usually, you know how most wrestling companies, they have guys versus the guys, girls versus the girls, tag teams and all that. This is just one division where guys can go against guys, girls can go against girls, guys can go against the girls too. So it's like, you know, because everything, especially nowadays, it's, you know,
it's
equality,
true.
You know. Women could do, and if you watch WWE nowadays, like an AEW, which is two major wrestling companies, the women perform just as good as the men, if not better, even at times. So it's like women back in the day, like women's wrestling was always like a. It's kind of like a sexist kind of thing.
Wasn't it sort of like a joke? I mean,
it was considered like a joke.
It was like they weren't really wrestling, right? They were just doing.
And even when they did really wrestle, it was only for like a minute or two, and that was it. They wouldn't get much time to shine. Nowadays, they're getting more of much bigger. They're being noticed a lot more now, and they're being taken seriously now. So, in a sense, in the age of equality. This actually is really good because especially in mixed martial arts, you see the women fighters are just as good as the men fighters. Mm-hmm. You know, they're just as good as the men fighters.
And then you were telling me that you do like promotions, like you'll be the maitre d' or the speaker at events.
Yeah, sometimes I'll host events also. Mm-hmm. I also dress up as a Magnum condom and I host parties and stuff like that and host events, you know. But
Jesus,
you know, that's one thing I never.
It's a comedy thing, you know.
Obviously, Gee, what color is it?
Well, every year I know this isn't the platform to talk about this, but every year her and I go to the Exotica Expo, which is
Exotica. What is that? All sex about?
It's basically a porn convention, you know. So.
Oh my God, that
It was her idea to go, by the way.
Guilty as charged.
It was her idea.
Listen, porn sells.
It was not. Listen, it was not my idea. It was her idea.
Jesus.
But she goes, well, honey, she goes, it'll be great. We can go there and you could dress up in cosplay. You could dress up in your condom costume. I'm like, well, honey, I was only doing it for shits and giggles. She's like, oh, no. She's like, oh, you should definitely
Where
do
does
it.
one have one of these?
In Edison, New Jersey.
Edison, New Jersey, yeah.
They have it in other places too, but Edison.
This isn't the show to really talk about that.
That's all right. We can talk about it.
But when I also host parties. I've been in music videos as the condom guy.
If we Google the condom guy, would you come up?
If you put Magnum in the search engine, it just might pop up. I don't know.
So listen, if you came to something, how do people react to you?
Oh, yeah.
I bet you're a hit on Halloween.
Oh, yes, I am. I have not lost a condom. Listen, I have not lost a costume contest yet. So.
Do you get paid for that when you win? No.
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, big money they pay.
Especially if you go to like casinos and stuff, they have like they'll and even regular like
bars,
Halloween party bars. They always have cash prizes for the winner and stuff.
Wow. Well, if anybody wants to rent him out as a condom, okay?
I'll tell you
look at our website. Look at our show today. Tells you how to find him.
I actually won a free tank of gas during during what was it? That was it Hurricane Sandy.
Yeah.
I won a free tank of gas in a costume contest. That was when all the gas stations were.
Well, I would say you wouldn't be doing any Halloween parties for children. Just for adults.
Definitely not. Definitely.
You do a lot of bachelorette parties and things like that, I would think.
I've actually hosted some of them.
Oh, jeez.
They're like, it would be great if you came to my party and dressed up as. And I'm like, yeah, sure. As long as you're going to pay me $100 an hour, I'll do it. I'm like, sure enough, they paid me $100 an hour to host it.
And it's
so
probably unique.
Yeah.
You're all adults.
It's a business.
It is.
Exactly.
It's a business
So
like anything
Zainab,
else.
what do you think of this?
Like he said, it was my idea.
Yeah,
and it's a perfect networking marketing opportunity as well. So, I mean, if it's a good chance, it's a good opportunity to meet people and everything, and just kind of get out there and get out of your own element, get out of your own
well,
shell.
the best thing anyone can do is get out of
I
that.
met.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so now let's talk about you.
Oh God,
Zainab.
I'm so like bad at talking about myself.
Come on.
Oh, stop it! You can do it.
Look, he loves you to death. You can tell. Jesus. So you came from charity. You used to work in charities.
Yes. Before I transitioned into the entertainment industry, I actually worked for nonprofit organizations. I worked in domestic violence.
That must have been hard.
It was very, very difficult, especially because the agency I worked for, it actually helped South Asian women. In our culture, domestic violence they don't really like to acknowledge it because of cultural reasons. So they don't
want the other person to be found out about.
Exactly, because it's a reputation thing in the community. And it was very hard on women. A lot of women were single mothers also. So they were in a predicament where they couldn't really, they were afraid to come forward. They were afraid to talk about it, which is why the agency was actually formed. So the agency was formed so women would not feel as if though they're being judged by the community itself. And there is a place for women to go to talk about what's going on and get the help that they need.
So you graduated from that because you probably had enough and you wanted to do something different.
I mean, from there I worked in a children's cancer charity where we actually raised funds to help families of children, parents of children who had cancer, because parents would also have to sometimes leave their full-time jobs just to take care of their ailing child. And then they would fall behind on basic expenses like rent, mortgage, insurance. So that's where our charity came in, and we actually assisted with the fundraising.
So now you're working on yourself.
Yeah.
Instead of helping other people, which I can relate to, because I was a charity prior to starting the show. We were a charity. But what happens sometimes is everybody wants every piece of you when you're charitable like that. And I didn't charity money, I charity time. Mm-hmm. And so did Stephanie. We both did it together. And it got to a point where now it's, you're over 50, you're over 60. It's time to, plan.
We're on the 7th floor.
We are. We're on the 7th floor.
It's time to find yourself, pretty much.
Yep.
Time to venture out.
So you're venturing out, and what are you doing now? You doing?
I mean,
gigs? What are you doing?
I still, I still would love to get back into charity work because charity is a big part of our life.
Oh well, let me tell you. Then many people could use you. I'm sure.
Because we're all about giving back to the community, giving back to people who are less fortunate, So then, after that, I made the transition to the entertainment industry.
So what are you doing? Helping your husband in his endeavors, or do you do your own thing?
I help him, I'm his, his admin, I guess. Your admin.
Oh, yeah.
She's your admin?
She handles my schedule, too, because I can't.
Personal assistant, yeah.
Personal assistant, banker.
I got her into it, too. I got her into it because she's like, well, when she first started her horror blog, all right?
Horror, yeah, let's talk about that. Yes.
When she first started her horror blog, I asked her, I said, honey, when we first started dating, I said, what was your dream thing that you always wanted to do?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I always wanted to be a writer. I said, well, why aren't you doing it?
Well, you got to write a book with me. I publish books.
I would love to collaborate. I'm always open for collaboration.
And she tells me, she goes, but I don't know anybody. I go, well, that's the greatest thing about me is that I know everybody, so I can help push it for you. You guys
are adorable. You really
so
are.
I helped her go after her dream, and she's. I think in the first 2 years, she got an award for being one of the top 100 horror bloggers in the world.
So what's a horror?
That's great.
Yeah, because there's thousands of horror blogs out there. There's thousands out there, and she's one of the top 100 in the world.
What's a horror blogger?
In the world.
What is a horror blogger?
A blog, basically, it's a journal entry, but I do it for horror movies.
And you do it every day, or just when new movies come out?
I do it basically once every couple of weeks. And before the pandemic, I was doing it consistently because I was also promoting my online store, selling all the horror merchandise. But because of the pandemic, I had to close everything down. It set us back completely. So I still, I post consistently.
Halloween must be a great month for you, October.
Oh, yeah. I love Halloween's one of my favorites.
So do you dress up like a horror person?
Yep, she sure does.
Well, I'm just debating on whether or not I should mention what I dress up as. It's actually a real life figure.
Manson girl.
One of the Manson. Yeah.
Manson girl. So
One
what's
of
the
the Manson
thing that you told me about? The Nightmare Nook? What is that?
Nightmare Nook horror blog.
Blog.blogspot.com. Yeah.
So what is it?
It's my website. It's either nightmarenookhorrorblog.com or blogspot.com.
So there were 6 scary stories?
Scary stories on my audiobook, which was actually inspired by my own nightmares.
Oh, God.
And
Get out.
Yeah. So I basically, anything I dreamt about that, any scary thing I dreamt about, I wrote it down and then I went somewhere with it. That's what every writer does. Every writer has an idea and they go somewhere with it.
Taking from your own experience.
Yeah, because you do a lot of that.
Yeah.
And then from there, you just go somewhere with it. You just go, that's what every writer does.
And I gotta love her because she supports me with a lot of things. She supports my because I'm a degenerate gambler. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm a professional gambler. There's a difference, folks. There's a difference.
And she supports you on that.
Yeah, because most people, because let's face it, most people when they gamble they usually lose.
Yes, absolutely.
So, but I'm a professional gambler. I'm very good at math. I have discipline. I know it's hard to believe I'm disciplined. I know, but yeah.
What's your game of choice?
But discipline and patience. All that plays into a fact. Plus, I know how casinos operate. I studied how they operate.
Do they throw you out?
I learned the do's and don'ts of gambling.
What's your game that you like to play the most?
I usually play blackjack, craps. I play Ultimate Texas Hold'em against the dealer and roulette. But the thing is I'm really good at math, so I know how to.
So you can count. I shouldn't say that.
Well,
but there is a way that you can. I don't have the patience, but I believe that you watch them come out. There's so many these, so many that.
I know how to count cards. I don't do it because if they catch you doing it, they can ban you from all their properties.
How would they catch you, though? I don't understand.
They hire card counters to find card counters.
I know someone that got thrown out of.
Because it's not against the law to card count, but because it's their property, if they catch you doing it, they can literally ban you, not just from the property, but all their properties. So
that's interesting.
That would harm me because then I can't make money then. So I don't do that.
Well, there's ways.
There are other things that I do that I'm still good at math, and I'm not card counting, so it's not like it's not like I'm cheating or anything.
Wow.
I also know the do's and don'ts of gambling. Like, you should never, and the reason why a lot of casinos give you alcohol at the tables or at the machines is because they want to mess up your judgment. You should never, ever drink before or during gambling, ever.
Good advice.
A casino will never give you a comp unless it benefits them.
Of course.
You just have to know which ones to take advantage
And the
of
more you
and which
gamble,
ones to stay away
the more
from.
they give you.
Of course.
That's one of the ones you stay away from.
So what's your favorite place to go gamble?
I travel to different casinos. And she'll go. Yeah, we go. I don't like to do it all too much, and I don't try to go for the big score either, because if you gamble greedy, you're gonna go home broke.
Right.
So not only that, but even if you do win a lot of money consistently, again, puts up a red flag, and the casino will ban you.
Wow.
So I try to make about $500 or $600 a day, 4 days a week.
A day.
And where do you do that locally?
I'll go to like Resorts World over here, or I'll
Queens.
go to, because that's closer. Or I'll go to Jake's.
Do you go
Jake's 58 even sometimes.
Yeah,
you know?
we go to Jake's once a year.
Sometimes I go with them. Sometimes I say, go have fun.
I'm in Atlantic City a lot. We go maybe like once a month or once every other month. We'll go to Atlantic City.
You probably get free rooms.
Yeah. They just comped us up almost like a presidential suite over at the Hard Rock.
Well, we'll have to call you.
I can't gamble because I have learned. Now, you say you've learned two things. So here's what I learned. I'm a fabulous winner and a horrible loser. And it affects my personality like you would not believe. I can
She
tell
can
you
be
that.
mean when she wants to.
Well,
be. Yes.
thank you.
Let me tell you something. Most women would never let their man be a gambler.
So, all right, last question. Then I want to switch over to the girls on this end. How did you meet? Because you guys look like you're really collided,
Well, we've
hold together.
I'll let her explain the story.
We were actually friends prior to that for 10 years. We've been together for 12, but altogether we've known each other for 22 years.
Wow.
Because we were actually really close friends before that.
But how did you meet? Just through people?
At the diner. At a
there you go.
A friend.
That worked for you, Tina. That's how you met Patrick.
That's how I tell women to meet
You
men.
usually don't meet them in bars. You usually meet them at like diners and friend gatherings.
That's what I tell everyone. Go to the diner, sit at the counter. Everyone at the counter is not married and doesn't cook. And that's basically how you meet men.
Well, before we switch back, I just have one question for you. Who is your favorite horror author?
Stephen King. Number one,
He
Stephen
scares
King,
the bejesus out of me.
And Stephen King and Richard Matheson are my two favorite horror writers.
I can tell you, you know your shit.
I'd like to think so.
She knows her fecal matter, folks.
Can you say that? Can you say that?
She knows her fecal matter, damn it.
Oh my God, that's so good. We talk about everything on this show.
Nothing is sacred.
But look what I just got.
Hey, listen, if I can make you laugh, I'm doing a good job.
It says, we just restricted your account. I did something, not today, but it came up.
You're in Facebook jail?
No, I just
She's in
got out of
Facebook jail.
I just got out of Facebook jail, and now it says you see your restriction details to find out what you did.
It's the porn talk.
Yeah, I don't
We just put it in a different category.
Now,
I don't think it was that.
You said the F word one too many times.
A friend of ours who's a comic, Stevie GB. He's very, very quick. And he put on Facebook today, and I saw it, and I started to laugh. And said, I wonder if Elton John will go back on Twitter now that it's owned by a real rocket man. This guy is so shout out to Stevie GB because he's very quick.
Susan, I'm not seeing who's on. Is there anyone on I need to talk to? Because they restricted me, so I can't see who's on.
Just Kathy, Wills, Francis, all the panel.
Well, you have people watching, but they restricted me, so I can't see it.
Oh, Facebook.
She's in Facebook jail. That's great.
Natasha, Joel Jones wrote in for Natasha. Hey, Natasha.
Hello.
Who's Joel Jones?
Oh, we both studied with James Ciccone.
Oh, okay. Hi, Joel.
So he's in the acting community.
Thank you for following us, and share and like and share the show for me, please. Okay, great.
So you can see that.
Paul Lorcano, thank you for watching. Susan and Jenny. Okay, very good. So I'm in trouble again, so we'll find out what I did.
Facebook.
I just got out of Facebook jail not too long ago.
So I don't know what I did.
Social media bans you for everything. You know how many times I've been restricted because of posting horror stuff. promoting my horror
Yeah,
work.
but they shouldn't be doing that.
I don't
so.
think that,
They
you know,
don't-
I have real problems. You know, when we were in, so I'm probably the oldest one here, but I'll share this. When we were in junior high school, or whenever George Orwell's 1984 came out,
Yeah.
and they used to have you'd get your announcements on the PA system from a big speaker in the middle of the room. And we used to say to ourselves, someday, we know, never happened. Now, look at this. They're listening to everything you say. I had a conversation with Bill, and I had Alexa give me an answer. I was like, you're out. Unplugged it and threw it out.
So listen, all of you that are watching, if you have an answer to a question, we have a prize here that Mirella donated. So we're going to ask a question, and we'll see if somebody knows the answer.
Okay.
All right. But in the meantime, everybody on the show always gets Italian bread because we break bread with everybody.
Oh, I love Italian bread.
Yes, and that's what we do. We break bread with everyone, and that's what we do, and that's because that's how we share with the community.
Thank you.
Okay.
Us Irishmen love. No, I'm kidding. I love Italian bread.
So what else? You know, can you have a beauty question that you can think of that maybe
Yes,
somebody will win the
yes,
answer?
yes.
Do a multiple choice because not everybody's as beautiful
It's
as you.
gonna be so easy. It's gonna be so easy.
Yeah.
That everybody should be
know
able to
the
give us
answer?
an answer.
Well, you never know.
Let's see. Beauty question. How often should someone wash their hair?
Okay.
Ooh,
Does-
okay.
So let's see if anybody answers. Who's Congar? Is that somebody's friend? Congar?
Kangar? Yeah, we know him.
Yeah.
Yes, hi Con. Thank you for watching. All right, everybody. How often should you be washing your hair?
I hope it's not like the jeans.
Yeah,
that
that's
they
my-
said once a
that's my
year.
buddy
I'm
right
like,
there.
What?
Once a week, 2 times a week, and somebody answer the question. And you could do it live too. Anybody knows? Anybody knows how often you should wash your hair? What are you saying out of there in the audience? Twice a week?
This is a hygiene question, folks.
Twice a week. What's the answer?
That would be correct. Either
That's
one.
Susan!
Twice she got it.
You got the prize.
I would think every day. I mean,
I wash my hair every
You
other
got
day.
the prize. See
Many
that?
people do wash their hair every day or every
Anthony
other day,
Montanaro
but that's
said
not
once
good
a
for
week.
your
No,
hair
you're
oils.
wrong.
You wash out your
Okay.
hair oils.
It dries.
Oh, really?
Let me ask
Oh,
you
wow.
a question now. They say, my mother, the knower of everything, used to say this. Every time you use a bottle of shampoo, buy a different bottle of shampoo and conditioner because your hair gets used to, or is that just an old wives' tale?
I don't know. I have been using mine for the last 5-6 years, and I
Old
haven't-
wives' tale. Well, that's
Yeah.
how I was brought up,
Could
you
be.
know.
Yeah, old wives' tale, definitely.
And what's a beauty, like a beauty habit that everyone should do?
Everybody should use deep conditioning for their hair.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Some clients will say, "Oh, I don't color my hair, I don't highlight my hair," but still, everybody, especially in the winter months, we live in New York, air is dry. We need that deep conditioning.
What's a deep conditioner?
It's basically what we do. It's we put the mask on your hair and you sit with it.
Oh,
for
okay.
And then it
20
feels so
minutes.
good when they comb it in.
Oh,
Yes.
So you
yeah.
get all the nutrients. Your hair is gonna get a little bit stronger and shinier. It's so important to do.
Now
deep
let's talk about
conditioning.
hairspray
Oh.
because I sometimes have to use it, and then my hair knots up from the hairspray because I.
Yes. Everybody has the same problem. I
Yes?
think. Yeah. I would use leave-in. That's
And,
what I
and
do.
what about somebody that
I
has?
wish I had that problem.
Yeah.
I have no hair. I don't have that problem. I have to envy your problems. I have to envy your problems.
But I
all right?
bet you tell men to put something on their head, right?
Yeah, like what do you do for
bald
like a
spots?
scalp? Like no, just like what are some good products to make your head like really like skin makes your skin nice when you're especially like in the summer when you're out at the
In
beach
the
or
sun,
something.
right.
Yeah, in
What
the
should he
sun.
do for his
like
bald
what's
head?
some of the best products to use to make the skin more softer and stuff, you know?
Well, obviously, in the summer months, you want to put the sunscreen on.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So a
No,
lot of
other than
people do
sunscreen, I'm
that.
saying like something to make the skin softer, you know, like
Coconut oil.
Coconut oil. Do you have
Whoa.
I have actually. My mom has coconut oil in the house. I used to put that in my hair when I was younger.
Coconut oil is amazing for your hair.
Is
Yeah,
it really?
it actually does help your hair grow, but I haven't used it in
Why?
years.
I use it
So
for a
do you
lot of
use it as a
things.
shampoo
I
or
don't-
as a
I
what?
mean-
Or just an in between?
In between, what I do, I put it in my scalp once a month, and I sleep with it, and next day
Nice.
Just
I wash
pure
it out.
coconut.
Just in the
pure
scalp.
coconut. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Not really.
Rosemary oil
Wow.
is
Rosemary
amazing.
oil
Yes.
in your hair?
in your hair, amazing.
What
for
about
hair
for your
growth.
face?
You have to moisturize your face. You have to
Yeah,
use
and
the
not, let me tell you,
sunscreen.
a lot of women don't.
What we do at my med spa in Astoria, we do PRP.
What the heck is that?
I was just going to say that.
So basically, what the nurse or the doctor takes the blood
Yeah.
from you, and they make the plasma. They take that plasma from PRP,
Yeah.
and we inject that for your hair growth. A lot of people
Get
have-
out of town.
Yes,
No.
you can do facials. You can do PRP facials. They're amazing for you.
But what do they do for your face?
Basically, what the nurse or a doctor, what they do, they inject you with the plasma, with
Really?
the PRP plasma. If it's hair growth, it does amazing. You need at least 3 to 4 treatments, but we had seen some amazing results because a lot of people had lost a lot of hair because of the COVID. And
I just
My
embrace the
mom
ball,
lost.
man.
My mom, she was losing a lot of hair because of COVID.
We had a lot of clients, and most of them have seen amazing results with PRP treatments.
Is there something you can do, because my neighbor is going through a bout with breast cancer
Still
and
listen.
had chemo, and her hair obviously came out. Is there something she can do? They're old school, so she won't be going for any injections. Is
No,
there
it's
a
fine.
special shampoo or something she can be using to?
Since she's a cancer patient, I wouldn't do anything without talking to her doctor. That's
Okay.
she's under care and she needs to talk to.
So
the
you
doctor.
really have a lot of services.
Yes,
It's gonna be something.
Wide variety, for something for everybody,
Yes,
really.
and
Yeah.
especially in my med spa in Astoria, we have all this medical equipment, lasers, CO2 laser for deep skin rejuvenation, RF microneedling. We have EMS sculpt, we have laser hair removal, cool sculpt. We have all these
Wow.
machines
Terrific.
that are very good.
Like
Very
Disney World
good.
for beauty.
Yes.
So Natasha, you're gonna go. Obviously, you're
Yeah.
gonna visit her, right?
We
Yes.
do a lot of stuff. We
Yes.
do a lot of stuff.
That's
Body
great.
sculpting, IPL photofacials for your face to get rid of sun damage.
And do you know what she has in her shop, which is so nice? She has a spot on the wall where you can do your photo.
Yes.
I thought that was a great idea.
So the
photo
before
op.
So if you
and
want to
after.
just go and have a photo
Yes.
and get your hair done and have a photo done, just stand in front of this gorgeous wall and you get your photo done.
What a great idea.
Yes, it's
She's a
really
very
good.
smart woman, this
Yes.
lady. She really is. New Hyde Park is never going to be the same because they don't have anything like this thing.
I know it's gonna be different.
They have just little, beauty parlors and things like that.
That's great. I'm
So
looking
you're
forward
gonna,
to it.
yeah, you're going to do great. We're all going to be there Thursday. What is the address again?
700 Jericho Turnpike.
And it's across from Dunkin' Donuts and on the corner of Covert Avenue and Jericho. Frank, our very good Frank, is coming. He's down the block. He has a auto body shop,
Amazing.
and he's actually our sponsor on the Christmas show.
Oh my god.
Yup,
That's
mhm.
great.
And he has a way to tell people to get there because you're only 2 blocks away from him. He has this funny way to say, "I'm
I'm
2 blocks,
excited.
the second light from here and there," and he's very funny.
Perfect.
So you'll meet Frank. He has a lot of hair.
He's fabulous.
That's great.
He has a lot of hair, so I'm sure he'll become one of your
I'm looking
customers. We have a
forward to
lot
it.
of great things going on. Other than Thursday, we have a terrific event. If you like the honeymooners,
Who
at the-
doesn't?
It's at the View Grill on Friday the 16th and Saturday the 17th. Breakfast Club will be there on Saturday. It's at 2 p.m. If you like the honeymooners from years ago, it's going to be a live play. Very, very good food.
Reenacting their Christmas show.
Yeah, and it's the last show, Christmas Eve show of the honeymooners. And they look and act just like them. We also have the Magro Foundation. We work with them. They are doing their Magro Mix and Mingle. It's right down the block at the River Mill in Lynbrook. It's $100 a person. So, it's kind of expensive, but it's a good time. And we also have our Christmas event coming up. And that'll be here. Everybody is welcome. You bring a little snack. You make a donation maybe, and it's a blast. It's all types of champagne, fun, a lot of guests. And Jerry Ferretti will be singing Christmas tunes at our Christmas show. And then, of course, you all know about Thursday to go to the Beauty Bar. And Bob D'Amato, if you have children or grandchildren or just want to go for dinner, Mia's Cafe, Mia's on Rockaway Avenue in Valley Stream, 6:30. Bob D'Amato is Bobby does Bobby's is a singer.
He's fabulous.
And he gets the kids up. Santa Claus is going to be there. And I just found out that Santa's coming to our Christmas party.
Fabulous!
A volunteer called and said, "I want to come to your party and be Santa."
Nice.
And
so
he's
nice.
buying the costume too.
Wow.
Nice.
So that was very nice. I was shocked.
Is he big and jolly like Santa?
Yeah, he is.
All right.
He is.
It's not going to work unless he's big and jolly like Santa, you know.
So we have a lot of nice things coming up. And I thought this was a very jolly show. Everybody's
Listen, you had me at food and alcohol. I'm there. I am there, baby.
And you guys, the power colors are red and black, and that's what we're in. So you guys are powerful women and one hell of a man here.
Oh, yes, I could be a woman. No,
You could be anything. You tell me what your pronoun is.
Listen, I'll be anything you need me to be.
Tell me what your pronoun
As long as
is.
the money is there.
Well, this thing about this business, the money is tough, isn't it? You could be honest, because I'm doing it now and I'm not getting paid a lot. you know.
Yes, certainly that's why a lot of actors have survival jobs. So I still have my technology consulting business.
Yeah, I do consulting too.
Yeah, so I know we didn't talk about it, but I used to have a whole technology career, and I worked in fintech, financial technology. I used to design electronic trading products for Wall Street, so totally different life. And then a year and a half ago, at the same time as I embarked on an acting career, I had started a consulting business. So I still consult on
the tech.
technology products. That's right.
And that's good money.
I used to have a C-level position in finance.
So you could demand.
So everything's in comparison. But yes, it's all about reputation. And once you do good work, you get called in to do more work. So it's a matter of the balance between the acting side and the tech side. Because I find that it's hard for me to do both on the same day. I have my technology focused day that use one side of my brain, and my acting days that use another side of the brain. And then there are days when I'm working on consulting and I all of a sudden get an audition in and I feel like I need to do some sort of switch in my mind.
A multitasker, folks. A multitasker.
Multitasking. Well, I'm a mom. We're the experts of multitasking.
You got to run around like a headless chicken and stuff,
How old are your children?
I have a 2-year-old daughter, a 6-year-old son, and my stepdaughter's turning 16 on Thursday.
Oh, 16 is a tough age.
Wow.
Yes, are you having a party for her?
Yes, we're having it a little later after the holidays, but yes, we're having a party.
Nice.
She's got a dress and
that's so
big.
nice.
yeah.
Nowadays, sweet 16s, they do the candle
They're
thing.
like weddings.
Is she writing the whole candle thing?
Yes.
That's like a page, 5 pages long. Why?
I didn't know it's so formal now because we didn't have that when I
No,
was
we didn't
turning
have that
16.
either. You had little corsages with the candy, with the sugar cubes,
so
and you called yourself
different.
happy.
And the Spanish community,
I love sugar
they
cubes.
dress up like brides, the girls, for 16.
I have seen that. Yeah.
The shoes are a big deal.
Quinceañeras, they're called, right?
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Speaking of sugar cubes, remember rock candy?
Yes.
Yes.
They still, I think they still have it at the Miller Gin in that little candy shop
Yeah, no,
over
you can
there.
still buy it for
I
Christmas.
still have it.
It's hard to find that anywhere. Like even
I've-
a regular candy shop, a lot of people don't make
I've
them
seen
anymore.
it.
You like it?
So, I love rock candy.
Really?
I've always loved
Those are
rock
my
candy.
teeth.
Oh.
I've seen it on sticks that you put it in your coffee.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, did they do that on the sticks for the coffee?
Yeah.
See, that I didn't know. I remember getting it as good.
I've seen that in like Marshalls or TJ
Yeah.
Maxx, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, those are good.
And I can't eat that because of my teeth. So
Well, we all have those issues as you get older. Get
listen.
issues too.
When I have my coffee, I'm not satisfied unless the spoon is standing like straight up in the coffee. That's how much sugar I gotta have in my coffee.
I like the chocolate spoons. Have you ever used
Yes.
Yes.
For Christmas, they make them. You
Yes.
can get them
That
put
melt
your
in
coffee.
and
Yes.
oh, those are good.
Yeah. So, we just, you got to think of the holidays now. Holidays are a gift of giving. Give when it's least expected.
How do you take your coffee usually?
Give to show you
do a
care.
lot of sugar? Do you sweet and low? Like, how do you-
Black.
I like little milk.
Because I like my coffee very hot.
Ah.
I like everything.
Oh, she
hot.
said, oh,
Everything has to be hot.
Well, it's funny. Death Wish coffee, believe it or not, is like the highest caffeinated coffee in the world.
I tried Death Wish. I
Yeah.
like Death Wish.
Death Wish
is-
coffee?
yeah.
What is that?
It even has a warning label on the bag letting you
It
know
keeps
how
you wired.
it is literally the highest
wired.
caffeinated
Death
coffee
Wish
in the
coffee.
world.
How do you find this?
You have to order it,
Yeah.
I believe, on
One
the website.
one cup and you're like wired through
I
the
have a
whole
bad
day.
heart, so
Yeah,
I can't
you're
have any
very
caffeine.
wired.
You're wired, yeah.
I gotta
It is
pull
a
that
very
guy.
strong
I'll
caffeine.
I'll be off
Yeah.
the charts.
I never heard of
I
Death
live
Wish
by
coffee.
Death Wish coffee.
Is it a Long Island company?
It's a New York State company. Actually, they're based upstate, and how I found out about it was during the Super Bowl. They had a commercial for it. I'm like, what's this? It was like for a while, it wasn't in stores. You had to get it online only. Now stores are starting to sell it, but it's still, I mean, it's a privately owned business too. So it's right here in New York, right in upstate New York is where the company's manufactured out of.
Adam Sanders is writing in. Hi, Natasha.
Hi,
Who was that? Is that a good friend?
He is the husband in Going Back.
Oh, the one you yelled at.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's the one that
I see
you
some
called.
yell at all my
Screamed
husbands
at
in all my
you.
movies. So
Oh,
this might be
damn.
a brand now.
Well, in our show and the Fontanas, but they killed my husband, so I'm now a widow.
Oh.
Yes, I'm a widow now, and now they're making me get dementia.
Oh boy. Yes. That'll be fun to play.
I can play that part too, actually. Oh my God, yeah.
It's been a lot of fun. I can't wait.
Well,
for,
they say you
for it
always
to
have
come
to
out.
have a brand when you're acting.
Well, my
you have
brand
to know what
is-
your brand is.
it's
I think I'm
Italian.
starting to get it because she yells at me
Mama.
all the
They
time.
call
I'm
me
always
Mama.
forgetting shit.
I have 4 sons that do not like me at all, and 4 daughter-in-laws that hate me.
What is
edgy
it with
character
families
we call
hating, families hating each other.
And I'll tell you something, Jerry Ferretti, to his credit, he's teaching me so much. And my daughter says, well, Ma, it's not so far off, You are a toughie sometimes. I'm like toast. I'm so easy. Forget about it. You have to screw me 4 times before I get mad. No, because I give everyone that extra chance because that's how I do my religion.
Oh, screw, you mean the bad way. Okay, never mind. You gotta get your mind out of the gutter there.
But everybody out there, it doesn't matter who you do for right now. Give from your heart now. This is the time. Give to show that you care. Give to be the difference. Not only to do, be, because be is a verb. So when you be the difference, you're actually doing something. And, go up to a stranger. You know what? Somebody paid for my coffee at the McDonald's window last week. I was like, how nice is that? And once Susan and I were out for lunch, and the man bought us lunch just because we talked to him.
Really?
I mean, it doesn't happen a lot. Look, but it was quite nice.
You made a difference. You made a difference in his life, but just by
Because we
being
talk
that-
a lot.
just-
And you
just
have,
by being
and you
nice
have to
to
be
him.
aware of people around you. The other day, there was a woman trying to get a cart. You know how they stick them together? I said, well, take my cart. She had a cane. Now, one person offered to help her. I said, well, take my cart.
Yeah, a lot of people
I'll get another
don't
cart.
go out
Just
that
take
way.
my cart.
I get in trouble trying to help people. I remember I was in Philadelphia, right? I was with my Rough Rider family. We went to Philadelphia. It's like a little day trip because sometimes we like to do like little group trips and just spend time together as a
It
family.
really seemed like you do a lot of nice stuff.
So we were in Philadelphia, and me being the generous person I am, tried to give a bum on the street. I tried to give him $20. He's like, no, go away. I'm like, what? I'm like, no, take it, man. I'm like, you need it. He's like, no, go away.
Really?
Turned out he was an undercover cop.
Jeez.
He's like, and then all of a sudden I see a bunch of cops come over. They're like, get out of here, get out of here. I'm like, what the heck? I'm trying to help the guy.
Oh, wow.
And I just totally blew their spot, and they were pissed.
Oh, my God. See, that can happen. It can happen.
Yeah, I'm like, that's the last time I'm going to try to help some bum on
Well,
the street.
this
I'm like,
very nice old man on Franklin Avenue and Hempstead Turnpike, he lives under a hood. Okay?
Oh, wow.
The neighbors made him a hood. So it's like you put a canvas over your store. They made him a hood so that he could sleep under the hood. And once in a while, that's what I do. I bring him a meal or bagels or whatever. And he comes out during the day and sweeps and everything. It's so sweet.
It's nice when people take care of each other.
Yes.
It is.
But, today there's just so much. I've never done a homeless thing in Manhattan, but I know a lot of people that do. They go in there with bags of sandwiches and they just give them out.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be a little afraid because,
I'm afraid to go to the city now, period. But I heard they prey on old people.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They
Especially
figure-
the subways and stuff like that.
Forget
Yeah.
the subway,
Yeah.
but we're less able to defend ourselves.
Yeah, subways
Well-
are like the worst place.
Well,
It's
back
like-
in the day when the Breakfast Club started, Stephanie and I had so much.
Oh, God.
We had a lot of laughs. Can you think of one
we weren't
thing
afraid
that
to. We weren't afraid to go.
one thing that we did that was hysterical?
Well, when we
whatever.
got thrown out of the diner. That
Yes,
was,
that's it.
Because we were.
You got thrown out of the diner.
Yes, Sweet Home Diner,
thrown
right?
out- I said to the guy, "I have been thrown out of far better places than this."
And now this man is dead, okay? His picture's still on the wall. Because I went in to see them, and I'm like, I just want to thank the man that threw us out of the diner.
because he made us
you
a whole
made us
career.
famous.
We made him.
And she said, he's dead. There he is. I said, oh. I told her the story. She goes, that sounds like him. He did throw you. I said, he threw us out.
We did a movie about ageism. We were on Anderson Cooper and did a town village.
Yes, we
out
were.
here.
Oh, wow.
Interviewed us all. Came all the way out to West Hempstead.
Yep.
We used to do a lot of charity events where we'd recognize leaders in the community and raise funds. And then the most important thing I think we did was try to network for people to find jobs.
Yes.
If you worked where
nice.
you worked, you would come and you would say, listen, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that. Because, you can't just get a job from the newspaper. It has to be personal. I really believe that. And a recommendation from someone, you can only do business with someone you know.
Right. And then it
We were
turned
just talking
into...
about that
then it's a
earlier.
matter
Yeah.
of trust.
But
It's
then it
like-
turned into not just jobs. It turned into business and helping business.
And marketing
We used to
and-
go to events, and it used to say, Long Island Breakfast Club. And people say, what is that? So it was a different, like, what is that? And then from that, it went into the show. And from the show, it's now into the movie. And so it's like so many different things. If people call us, they say, call them. They know everything. We don't, but we figure it out.
And everything was a stepping stone.
Yes.
Exactly. And my goal is that book right there. Can you hand me that? This is my book. It's called From Fired to Freedom. Okay. There's 69 women in it that all changed their life because they were fired because of their age, their salary, and their intelligence. So I coached all these women, and now they wrote their own book. And each story in here is amazing. And I'll be doing my book launch in Floral Park in 2 weeks, and I hope that you all will come.
I'm coming.
And it's a great way to change your life. Is
Well,
to
it's
write a book.
inspiring to know that
Entrepreneurs is the way to go.
that you're not
these
alone.
days. Yep.
Sometimes when you have a setback, you think, the woe is me. Well, here's the woe is me became look at me now.
That's right.
And that's
And
When one
Stephanie
door
has
closes-
a chapter in the book.
When one door closes, 10 other doors open.
yes.
So it's,
And you have to be smart enough, like you did with the technology, you have to be smart enough to step back and regroup.
Yeah.
If something's not working, you can't be a bull in a china shop and
it's
just
not the end of the world. Just
you
move
can't
on
just be
and,
I'm
you
doing
know,
this and that's
yeah.
what I said.
Keep
You have
moving
to
forward.
be able to
No means next opportunity.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Very good. I like that.
Yeah.
When I used to do fundraising, my boss used to laugh at me because I'd say, well, she didn't get any money. I said, they didn't know they had to give the money just yet. They'll learn.
The object is, and I'll tell you, the object is like, I think of every negative opportunity. I think of every negative situation. There's always positive to be found in that
course.
negative. It's just hidden because it's so easy to find the negative because it's on top.
Right.
That's why everybody harps on the negative all the time. But when you concentrate on negative things, more negative is going to happen. When you concentrate on positive, more positive is going to happen.
Exactly.
It's the law of attraction. That's why they always say, be careful what you say because it might happen. That's the law of attraction. See, the universe doesn't know whether what you're saying is negative or positive. It just knows you're asking it for something, and it's going to give it to you. That's why you got to be careful. I always try to find the positive in every negative situation. So, and if somebody says no to me, fine, that's great. I just punish them. I make sure that they regret saying no. And then when they come crawling back to me, I'm like,
Make sure not to get on your bad side.
listen.
Between her scaring me
I'm
and
glad you opened up. I'm glad you finally saw the light and everything. Congratulations. But I don't need you anymore.
Don't mess with you.
But I still wish you the best going forward. I wish you nothing but success. Because the nicer you are to people, the more it pisses them off.
Definitely.
They get more aggravated.
Kill them with kindness, my father used to say.
I'm one of those people that will drive really slow on purpose just to piss the people off behind me. The look on their face is priceless when they finally go around you. And instead of because they'll be giving me the bird, flipping me off, going like that, and I just smile and wave like the president.
And then you meet them at the next light and you
Yeah.
go, hi.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they didn't get very far.
Yeah, they get so angry, and the look on their face is priceless. To me, that's free entertainment, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, this has been some
Yeah.
show today. Really, this is
A lot
really
of
good.
fun.
You guys are great guests. Welcome back anytime.
But remember,
thank you for
there's
the
always
invitation.
positive to
I'm
be found
glad
in
you
every
made it.
negative situation. That is
Oh
the
yeah.
key.
The thing about toxic people is, if they're toxic, stay away from them. It's gonna make you sick. Toxic builds toxic. You know, it's like a
That's why you
cancer.
get what you give. Is
And
exactly
it
right.
spreads.
But it helps to have a good community around you. What you said about the book, that
Yes.
it's important for people to know that they're
Absolutely.
not alone and they're able to have somebody else that's supporting them through the good times and the bad times as well, and understands
Yeah.
what they're
And
about.
also-
Absolutely.
Also, all those people
Absolutely.
in the book were volunteers, because if you're out of work, you might as well volunteer, because then your resume is full. So we taught everyone a new skill: how to make an event, how to build things, you know, and it worked because their resumes were full. Now, did they get back into corporate? No. They either started a business.
Once you leave, you don't come back.
Exactly. Or they're doing simple jobs, babysitting, cleaning, whatever. And look who showed up today. Welcome back. That is Patrick, my boyfriend. He is a doll. He just came back from Ireland.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that's awesome.
Thank you for
Always
coming,
wanted
honey.
to go. Always wanted to go.
It's been away for 2.5 weeks. Yes. Yes.
Nice to
Nice
see
to
you.
see
Thank you,
You too,
honey.
sir.
Yes.
Thank
of
you.
course.
And we'll give a shout out to Greg, who we missed today.
Oh, terrible. I miss Greg, but he'll be back soon. He's going to actually do a Zoom in soon.
Oh, great.
Because he's
Great.
traveling a lot.
Good.
But
Good.
on Thursday, we have a super guest, Tom Shardell, the restaurant,
Oh,
famous restaurant owner.
Yes.
He
Is
owns,
he bringing his book too?
yes, 10 restaurants on Long Island he owns.
I love restaurants.
And he's fabulous.
And he's going to be on Thursday, so make sure you tune in.
everyone is a
And
hit. His
he
restaurant.
was
the way to my
hard to
heart is
get.
through my stomach.
You know how hard it was to get?
Oh yes, I can imagine. You can't even see him in a restaurant.
I got him.
Good.
He's
I love
coming on
restaurants.
Thursday.
Good.
He's got very long hair. He's very
he's-
debonair looking.
He's a character.
He has his own restaurants. His daughter is a baker. He makes these beautiful cakes, and he wrote his book. So he's finally coming on, and I'm thrilled.
Ooh, do they make a cannoli cake?
They probably
I
will.
love cannoli cakes. Oh, that's my
And
go-to.
I want to thank Susan for the beautiful table she made today.
Thank
Look
you,
at this
Susan.
tree.
Beautiful. Shout out.
Look at
Beautiful.
this tree.
Beautiful.
It's really been a great show. You're all going to get some cards to give out. Because, you know, watch, like, and share, everybody, please.
Awesome.
Come to our things. Here you go, guys.
Thank you.
You all got your Italian bread.
Yes.
And everybody, we want to be there on Thursday to this great beauty bar shop, 11 o'clock. Address again,
700 Jericho Turnpike, New Hyde Park.
New Hyde Park. Patrick, you coming? We're going to be doing the grand opening. Look at this. Look at the beautiful women I have here today. And he's one lucky man.
Yes.
Vinny.
Yes, I am.
Very, very pretty girl.
Yes,
Yes.
very. So
Thank
on
you.
that note, guys, that's
A wrap.